Step into the Dueling Dimension Gaming Tavern.
Hey guys, Saber Duelist here. I'm here today with Solar, where we're gonna do the This Card Sucks and You Know It for Kewl Tune Crackle today. Obviously, just like in the past, we go over cards of the most recent set, which this one's Blazing Dominion, and go through the list and find cards that might suck to play against. Today is the Kewl Tune Crackle, and then we'll tell you how to beat it as well. Kewl Tune Crackle takes Kewl Tune Clip plus one or more tuners. If this card is synchro summoned, you can look at your opponent's extra deck, and if you do, banish face up one card from it until the end phase. Then you can make this card gain attack equal to that monster's attack. If this synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card, then you can apply this effect. Look at your opponent's extra deck and banish face up two cards from it until the end phase. You can only use each effect of Kewl Tune Crackle once per turn. And then we'll move to some cards that can beat it. The first one is the Artifact Lancia. You can set this card from your hand to your spell and trap zone as a spell. During your opponent's turn, if this set card in the spell and trap zone is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon it. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand or face up field. Negate. Neither player can banish cards for the rest of this turn. And then I'll hand it over to Solar to discuss how this helps against the Kewl Tune Crackle.
No, Artifact Lancia is just a really good card. You can basically drop this in your opponent's draw phase, and whatever this card is doing to hit your resources till the end of the turn, it just helps out with being able to keep your resources in mind, so that way your opponent can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna summon this and I'm gonna banish one or up to two, depending if they get the other effect. But it's just a really handy card to have against this card.
Alright, and then we'll move to the next card, which is Infinite Imperm. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. Then, if this card was set before activation and is on the field at resolution, for the rest of this turn, all other spell or trap effects in this column are negated. If you control no cards, you can activate this card from your hand. And then I'll pass it over to Solar to discuss how this helps against the Kewl Tune Crackle.
Thankfully, this is one of those cards that you could target. So Infinite Imperm is just a base card where I feel like it's necessary for most decks to run it at this point. But it just generally helps to stop the effect from resolving if you can get them to, if it's in your hand or if you have it set, depending on what happened, if you got in first or second.
We'll move over to our last card that helps beat this, the Forbidden Crown. Apply these effects to one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. Negate its effects. Cannot attack. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's unaffected by activated card effects except its own. Cannot be tributed. Cannot be used as material for a fusion, synchro, XE, or link summon. Neither player can activate monster effects in response to this card's activation. You can only activate one Forbidden Crown per turn. Then I'll pass it back over to Solar to discuss how this card helps against the Kewl Tune Crackle.
So this is a fairly newer card. I generally try to include older cards because not a lot of people have access to high value, high power cards. But this is one card that I feel is sort of good to have or to own if you do have it, where you, up to the optional effects that Saber mentioned, you could just use it and negate the effect. So it's pretty much Forbidden Droplet, but just instead of non-targeting multiples, you get one negate. That's about it.
Thanks for tuning in for this week's This Card Sucks and You Know It. So as always, our Discord channel is in the link below if you want to talk about Kewl Tune Crackle or other cards, or we do help make decks as well if you need assistance. And as always, just like and subscribe to the channel because it does help us out. Alright guys, peace.